Hey everybody, and welcome to Kara's Book Corner. Today is a little bit different. I'm not doing a review or a book haul or an unboxing, but I'm just doing more of a chatty life update kind of thing. I've had some super exciting things happen to me in May, and I am really excited to talk about it, and also some upcoming things that are going on in the next week or two. And also, I want to give you guys a little bit of an update for my, I guess, summer plans would be the best way to say that. Because this year, summer is going to be really busy. So, just want to give you an update. I know it's been a minute since I've posted, and that's because my job has been crazy, and also I have kind of been in a little bit of a reading slump. So, I haven't been reading as much, which means I don't really want to review. Anyways, I mean, I still have been reading, just not as much. And so now I do have a lot of books to review because I haven't been. But let's just get started, and I'm gonna just get into it. So, first off, um, the most exciting thing that happened in May, in my personal opinion, was I got to go to an author signing, and I've been to a couple now. I met Marissa Meyer like a year and a half ago. I met Trisha Levenseller like 2 months ago, and not today, like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, I got to meet Jay Kristoff, the man himself. Oh, it was so amazing. It was so great. If you don't know who Jay Kristoff is, let me tell you. He is the author, well, the co-author of the Illuminae files, these bad boys right here. If you have not read them, I would highly recommend them. They were one of the best series I read last year. That series and A Darker Shade of Magic were my top two favorite series last year that I read. So when I found out that Jay Kristoff was coming to Utah, and specifically Salt Lake, like I was so excited. He came to Salt Lake and to Provo. If you know anything about Utah territory, it was pretty cool. So yeah, he basically came to a place that was 20 minutes away from where I live. So that was super awesome. It's a little bookstore called The King's English, and they've actually have been the ones that have brought the authors that I've met before here in Utah. And so I really like supporting them. And if you don't know who they are a bookshop, a local bookshop here in Utah. They are in Sugar House area. They are on, I believe, 15th and 15th. Don't quote me on that, but they bring a lot of authors here to Utah, which is awesome because I feel like Utah gets overlooked a lot of times. So little people down here in Utah want to still meet all the big authors too, and it's really fun to have a bookseller or a company that is trying to bring those people to us. So they brought Jay Kristoff, which was amazing, and then they would, I'm sure, have brought Amy Kaufman. Is that how you say her name? Amy Kaufman as well, but she's the co-author with Jay on both the Illuminae series and their new release, Aurora Rising. And that's what Jay was here for, was his Aurora Rising tour, which, let's just talk about. Aurora Rising is beautiful. Look at this stunning, stunning book. It is both Illuminae files and Aurora Rising are sci-fi, which I'm not really a huge fan of, but when Jay and Amy write it, I'm here for it. I'm here. So, yeah, I read this in basically like 2 days. Loved it, couldn't put it down. Super excited for the second one. This one's also going to be a trilogy, and this one just barely came out. So, let's take a look. I didn't have this one personalized, and Jay could only, he had limited time here, so he could only personalize one book that you brought, which was Nevernight for me. So I have read the Illuminate Files and the Nevernight series, the two that have come out, Nevernight and Godsgrave, which I'll just show you right now. Nevernight, Godsgrave. And the third one of this, Dark Dawn, is coming out in September, I believe. Super excited for that. And then he has another series, Lifelike, which the second one came out in, or is coming out in June, I think. And I think that's it, but don't quote me on that. He also has this really super interesting series coming out next year or the year after that. That's going to be based on vampires and is also an adult series. Nevernight is an adult series for Jay. Illuminate and Aurora Rising are young adult. And I believe Lifelike is young adult as well. But I haven't read that and I don't know much about it, so don't quote me on it. Anyways, so I got to meet Jay and it was great. Amy couldn't come though because she is currently having a child. So she's super pregnant, and I think she was super close to having her baby when Aurora Rising was like the release date of it. So yeah, she couldn't make it. They are both from Australia. They both live in Australia, and that's how they met. But yeah, so let's just look at his signature because I want to show you. It's a hot mess. Like, what is that? And then because Amy Kaufman could not be there, she had Jay, who had two stamps. One was just Amy's signature or an IOU. I love the IOU from Amy, so that's what I got. And if Amy ever comes to Utah, I will be having her sign all my books. But I thought that was really fun. And then I did have Gemina, which is the second book in the Illuminate series, signed by Jay, and same thing, he stamped it with Amy's stamp because they co-authored that book as well. And Gemina was my favorite of that series. The second book was so good. The entire overall series was so good, but the second one was just like that much better to make it my favorite. And then I had, like I said, Nevernight signed and personalized to me, so I wanted to show you. Because I think this is the best thing I've ever seen anybody personalize a book. Like, what? Yes. And if you've read Nevernight, if you know anything about Nevernight, you know that that is Mr. Kindly, Mia's shadow cat. And he is the sassiest, best character. Well, maybe not the best character, but I love Mr. Kindly. I love cats. And so to have Jay, like, draw this in my book, just, yes. And then, of course, he signed it to me and signed it. So, yeah, I was super excited to have him sign this. I literally read this, like, the beginning. I read Nevernight before I met Jay, and then I started Godsgrave, but I hadn't finished it yet by the time I met Jay. And yeah, this is very much adult, and I will be doing a review on this, but if you're looking for young adult, this is not it, honey. Like, not for you. If you're over the age of, I don't know, whatever you feel like is appropriate for mature content. And by mature, I mean there is sex, there is blood, there is gore. This lovely lady here, our main character, she's an assassin. So yeah, there's a lot of killing in this book. And there's sex. And there's mature content. So if you're not in the right state of frame for that, or you are youngin', don't be reading this. Thanks. Wait till you're older. Cool. Okay. Yeah, Nevernight and Godsgrave, and I didn't realize this when I bought Godsgrave, but it was a first signed edition, so I didn't take this with me to meet Jay Kristoff because I figured it's already signed, I don't need it signed again. But also with Aurora Rising since we went to the event, I also got these cool bookmarks, so it's one of every of the main characters. So we're just gonna do a quick little visual. There's alien races, there's elves, there's humans, there's magic, there's just everything. It's wonderful. Not time travel. Well, there is a little bit of time travel actually. There's space travel. It's awesome. So yeah, let's see if you can see all of those. They're all my babies. Finian was awesome. I loved this one, Zila. She's a little bit of a psychopath, and I love her. Let's see. The elf here. There are so many Legolas references in Aurora Rising, like, every time I was dying. Like, hilarious. So the book is written from each of these characters' perspectives. So it does go back and forth a little bit, but I had no problem keeping track of the characters. I don't mind it when books switch characters like that, but if you don't like that, that may be a consideration for you when reading Aurora Rising. So yeah, that's that. I will be doing a review for Aurora Rising, Nevernight, and Godsgrave, probably coming out in the next 1 to 2 weeks, so look out for those. Yes, okay. Now going on to kind of the more life update, because now I fangirled over Jay Kristoff enough, so let's just move on. So I'm super excited because my husband and I are going to be going to New York. I'm so excited. We are going to New York for BookCon. And also for kind of a late honeymoon. We got married a year and a half ago. We never really went on a honeymoon. And my husband knows how much I've wanted to go to BookCon. I found out about it like 2 or 3 years ago, and I've been wanting to go to BookCon in New York ever since I found out about it. And my husband is the best husband because he's letting us go to New York. So we're going to be gone for like about 5 days in New York. June 1st and 2nd is BookCon. And so if you've never heard of BookCon, if you don't know what it is, if you know anything about like a Comic-Con, it's a convention for books, essentially. Book lovers, people that sell merch, panels for authors and bloggers, YouTubers, that kind of stuff. There's signings, and there's just all the bookish things that you could ever want in your bookish heart. And I'm super excited to be going. I've never been to the East Coast, really. I've never been to New York. So I'm really excited to be going. I'm really excited. There's definitely some people I'm really excited to see and meet. Owlcrate was supposed to be going this year, but they have decided that because they have some other issues going on and other things planned, they had to take a step back from BookCon this year, which I was really sad about, but I understand, obviously, like, mental and physical health is way more important than going to a convention. So yeah, so I was excited to meet Owlcrate, but Owlcrate won't be there. However, Fake Crate will be there. I have gotten 3? Yes, I had to check. 3 of their book hangover crates so far. I just purchased the Dark Dawn hangover crate and the Capture the Devil, although I've had Capture the Devil crate purchased like immediately after they found out about, like after they announced that they were doing that. I just barely purchased the Dark Dawn book hangover crate because I just started reading Nevernight. So yeah, so I have 2 more book boxes from Fake Crate coming, so obviously I'll be doing a unboxing when I get those. Those books don't come out until September. I think both of them come out in September though, so it won't be for a while. But still super excited to meet the Fake Crate members and also Gabriella, their artist. I have 3 of her Throne of Glass paintings, I guess. I have 2 of Manon and 1 of Aylin and Rowan, and I love them. I love her art. Like, I just go on Society 6 sometimes and I just stare at her artwork because it's beautiful. So she's going to be in New York, which is so exciting. I'm going to meet her and I'm super excited about that. There's also Cassandra Clare is going to be there. Marissa Meyer's going to be there. There's like 25 people I want to meet that are authors that are going to be there. Those are just the people I can think off the top of my head. So yeah, that's literally next week. So excited. Yeah. So there's a little update for that. So I will be filming a lot of videos today, so I can be posting a couple this week before we leave, and then we get back on Tuesday night, late next Tuesday night. So hopefully I'll be able to post Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday next week, depending on how much I film this weekend, and then I'll hopefully be able to film some more next weekend. I'm also hoping I'll be able to do a vlog for you guys of BookCon / just walking around New York and some things of New York. I'm not sure I'll be able to, but I'm gonna try. Keep your fingers crossed. I'm gonna try so I want to share my experiences with you guys. If I can't, I think I'll still come on and do a wrap up, I guess would be the best word for it, of BookCon, telling you what happened, what panels I saw, what authors I got signings from, and like if I get any books, I'll show you then, and any merch I buy, I'll show you then. So, yeah. Not sure about the vlog, but I'll for sure do a wrap up of BookCon when I get back. I really think that's it. Oh, I was also going to talk about summer. Okay, guys, so July is going to be insane. Well, June and July are going to be really crazy. My husband's family has like 3 family reunions. My family has 2 family reunions. So it's going to be a really busy summer. Plus, my apartment complex just opened their pool, and I love hanging out at the pool and reading. So I'm going to do lots of that. So we'll see how much. Hopefully, I'm still going to be able to keep up. I'm finally out of my book reading slump that I was in like February, March. So, yeah, I've already read 6 books this month in May. So I'm super excited about it. But yeah, I need to get cracking on these book reviews. But yeah, so May's going to be really busy, but I just want to let you know, even though it's going to be really busy, June and July, I'll still hopefully be posting at least once a week, and if not more. I'm also really excited because we're getting close to halfway through the year, and I think I'm going to be doing the same thing I did last year, where I did a halfway through the year review. So look forward to that video. That should be coming out sometime in June for you guys. Yeah, if you guys have any questions or want to talk about if you're going to be in BookCon, write it in the comments below. If you want to know anything about BookCon or my travels in New York, write it in the comments below. I can't wait to go, and I can't wait to tell you guys about it. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye!